Do not adjust your television sets. This is a really outdated reference, so let's modernize it a little bit. Do not adjust your cracked, semen-covered iPhone 11 screens. This is Black Ops 2 gameplay. This is legacy Black Ops 2 gameplay from either 2012 or 2013 or so. I got this off an old laptop that I was sitting in my closet, and I opened it up, and lo and behold, there was a lot of pictures of my ball sack. I scanned a lot of pictures of those, but B, there was a lot of legacy Black Ops 2 gameplay. If you guys want to see more Black Ops 2 gameplay, just on the channel or whatever, let me know. It's 720p, so I have to upscale it just a little bit, but other than that, it's pretty pristine footage. I got about 40-50 gameplay, something like that. So anyway, I want you to compare this gameplay to Black Ops 6. I am showing you this for a reason. I've been sitting on this, and I want you to actually just compare this to Black Ops 6 and look at how different the game just plays. This is little to no SBMM. This is a spawn system that works. This is a map that's bigger than a postage stamp, and it's a map that has flow. So in yesterday's video, I talked about skill-based matchmaking and how it's been ramped up this year, and the maps and the spawn system, I'm 99% sure, are a part of that. And that might sound a little crazy, but I also noticed something else. I also noticed something else in the comments section. There was a lot of different, I guess, opinions. Yeah, of course people agree with me, or why else would they be here on the channel? But there were a lot of people having different experiences than what me or you may have. And by me or you, I mean me and the average viewer that agrees with me for the most part. So the comments were pretty much this. Either people were saying skill issue, I'm doing just fine, I'm wrecking shit, to people saying this is an SBMM riddled mess, to Scarlett Johansson hitting me up again. She will not leave me alone. I cannot get rid of this broad. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I digress. The actual issue I am having is the second one there. Just the skill-based matchmaking feels insane. And I kind of had to go back to my deep dive study video on EOMM, SBMM, whatever you want to call it, because it's not skill-based matchmaking, guys. It's not skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty. We just call it that because that's what we know it as. No. It is engagement optimized matchmaking. I made this big video on this last year with Modern Warfare 3 before they openly talked about it. The devs or whatever, the matchmaking people finally openly talked about it. I made a video about it because I wanted people to know the truth. This is not some conspiracy theory. This is literally what Call of Duty uses for their matchmaking. Like, guys, I don't think you really know how bad it is. And it makes perfect sense seeing those two comments going against each other. This shit is not skill-based matchmaking. If it was, we all would be around 1 KD. I noticed that a lot of people were all over the place. Some people were saying that they're usually really good, but now they're going negative. Some people were saying that they're not that good, but they're going positive. And some people were saying that they're right at that 1 KD, 1 win-loss kind of benchmark or whatever. Now, in the old days, like during Black Ops 2 here, I would say that this is just based on skill. Like, if you're below a 1 KD, you need to get better. If you are at a 1 KD, you're solid, but that's where you stand. And if you're like at a 2 KD, you're doing work, you're doing good, you're a good player. That's how it used to be. Nowadays, it is complete and utter manipulation. Again, I want to reiterate, and I'm going to show you the white paper. I'm going to show you literal pages and pages of, the data. Won't someone please just think of the data? I got to show you the data, because this is literally what Call of Duty does to get you to play. Pop quiz time. Out of those 3 scenarios I just brought up about the, KDs or whatever, what is the common factor here as far as, nowadays goes? What do all 3 of these people have in common? There's your pop quiz. You can pause and answer if you want in the comment section. I'll give you a second. Oh, okay. Okay. So, your answer. What is the answer? The answer is that we are all on the motherfucking game playing it. Guys, this system aims to get you to play, and it aims to get you to spend money in the store. So this is from the white paper, and I will link this entire thing to you in the description if you want to kill some time. But I'm going to give you just the meat and potatoes of this, the point I kind of want to make here. Let's look at the very bottom paragraph here. The analysis above shows that the existing matchmaking methods, such as equal skill-based and random matching, arise within the EOMM framework on different conditions. Practitioners can safely apply EOMM while gathering more information about their game and players. So here is another part of this white paper that shows that all this mess, all this crazy algorithmic data leads to like a 15% boost in player retention, supposedly. And this is, again, I think this whole argument goes out the window once you know it's there. Once I know you're using this system and I'm being manipulated into playing like it's some kind of fucked up casino, I am checking the fuck out and I am doing everything in my power to override this system. Let me give you guys an example. This game wants to keep you playing, correct? Like this entire system wants to keep you playing the game. How does it keep me playing as someone who does not like Call of Duty? I'm going to give you my exact gaming habits. Every single year I play Call of Duty, I try to play through one prestige at least. The only time I really broke this rule was Cold War. I tried to play that all year because Cold War, while it was kind of bad, kind of mid, it was okay. I like to see the new maps they would bring in. This was kind of like the old school Treyarch still. We still had Vonderhaar and Tony Flame, and, you know, it still had some, I guess if you squinted, it still resembled something that the old Treyarch would do, right? So outside of that, though, I mainly just played through one prestige, and it was hard to do that. I would play until I got a good match, and then I would hop the fuck off the game. But see, here's the thing. The game doesn't want that. Who else plays like that, though? You play until you get a good match, and then you hop off the game. You're tired. You feel like you just did something that's impossible with modern day SBMM, EOMM. So you're going to hop off the game and give it a rest. You're going to end on a good note. Maybe you're even scared that the next match will be slightly harder because of the matchmaking system, and you don't want to deal with it right now, so you get off. Here is the issue with that. Before all of that, you're playing these matches that are miserable. You're on the game, you're playing these matches, and you are fucking miserable, right? But then you get that good match and you hop off. Well, guess what? The game understands, the matchmaking algorithm understands that when you have an easy match and you get thrown a bone, you log off and you quit playing. The game does not want that. The game wants to keep you on. So the next time you hop on, you might get 10 awful matches in a row, and then maybe you just quit before you even, you know, get a good match and get a good score. The game doesn't want that either. It does not want you quitting at all. Eventually, the algorithm is going to mold itself into a certain pattern that's going to find a way to keep you playing. Doesn't matter like how it does it, it's gonna find a way to keep you playing. That's its main goal. For some people, they keep playing when they do poorly. For some people, they keep playing when they do well. Your experience is literally 100% manipulated and tailored to keep you on the game as an individual. I am not making any of this up again. You can watch my entire video on the subject. I will link it at the end of this one. You can look at the white paper if you'd like about engagement optimized matchmaking. You can even look at Call of Duty's own matchmaking intel blog. Let's take a look at it, actually. We use player performance to ensure that the disparity between the most skilled player in the lobby and the least skilled player in the lobby isn't so vast that players feel their match is a waste of time. Our data on player outcomes clearly indicates that the inclusion of skill in Call of Duty's multiplayer matchmaking process as it currently stands increases the variety of outcomes experienced by players of all skill levels. In other words, all players, regardless of skill level, are more likely to experience wins and losses more proportionally. In layman's terms, the entire fucking game is rigged bullshit! If you think you are good at this game, you're probably not as good as you think you are. If you think you're bad at this game, you're probably not as bad as you think you are. Everything in this particular game nowadays is complete and utter manipulative bullshit. What am I going to do as a player to combat this? Well, in yesterday's video, I talked about using a VPN and I talked about using SBMM off, which if you want to dive into that, look more into that, you can check out the link in the video description. You can get $4 off of that, and I do earn a commission for that. I would recommend that. I tried it out yesterday, and I'm going to keep trying it out as I play Black Ops 6 over the coming months. Another thing you can do is straight up just, if you have a bad match, close the fucking game out and then reboot it. Literally reboot the game and tell the algorithm that if you have a match that's unenjoyable, you are not going to stay on. And then after you have a good match, stay on, and you'll probably notice a vast improvement of your KD, your win-loss, what have you. This system is so disgusting. Like, there doesn't need to be a 19-page white paper, an entire blog post about the matchmaking process, when the matchmaking process on Black Ops 2 here was just, ping is king. Ping is king. We're going to match you based on people you have a good connection with. Good luck. Team balance does its thing, good luck. But now, the majority of the maps in Black Ops 6, they're the size of a postage stamp.
The data shows that little Timmy loves grinding his camos in shipment, and then he goes to the store and buys many, many bundles.
Like, Jesus Christ. Dude, there's no fucking excuse for the maps to be this goddamn bad overall. The maps and the spawn system, tell me with a straight face, in 6v6 respawn modes, these maps and this spawn system is a 4-year passion project from this dev team. You cannot. They have 20 goddamn years of data, actual data to look back on to see what works and what doesn't. It's clear as day they do not care to cater to players with a brain. This is the first-person shooter equivalent to Candy Crush! There is no skill. There is no thought. You spawn in, you're in an engagement, no thought, no tactics, nothing. I don't know, man. Honestly, I said, like, there's 2 things I'm gonna do to kind of circumvent this. Another thing we all can do is just stop fucking playing. I'm out of time, though, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Legacy Black Ops 2 gameplay. I will catch you on the next one. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.